Okay, we're going to keep the show moving right along. Please give it up for a very pretty girl, Crystal Sue.
So I'm going to start my set off by answering that burning question I know is in your minds. Yes, anytime you see an Asian person do stand-up, they are a huge disappointment to their family. So I'm originally from LA, which is why I talk like this. Like I only have 5 brain cells. I've lived in OC now for 8 years and I really like it, but to be honest, when I first moved here, I did not think that would be the case. OC just didn't seem as cultured, as cool. There aren't as many trendy bars or fun clubs. But then I thought to myself, you're being very negative. It'll be fine. Whatever bars or clubs OC has will be just fine because your ass doesn't go anywhere. And all you do is watch TV. I love TV. Other people have drugs or alcohol to forget about how shitty their life is. And I've got TV. Right now, one of my favorite TV shows is called Most Expensivest. It is hosted by the rapper 2 Chainz. That's Chains with a Z at the end. And for those of you who are not familiar with the works of 2 Chainz, one of his biggest hits is called Birthday Song, and it goes a little something like this. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. Life goals, huh? So the show is basically like what the title says it is. It is about the world's most expensive, over-the-top stuff. And if there's anyone they are trying to sell their shit to, it's 2 Chainz. But what really does it for me is his reactions. He will be like, the fuck? Why would you want a $32 can of air? Air is free. Air is everywhere. There's air in this room right now, and I'm pretty sure I've already breathed in $1,000 worth of it. That is an actual product that has been on this show. And what I love about this is that this is how I feel when I see these things too. 2 Chainz is a wealthy, world-famous rapper. I am a broke wannabe comic. But me and Mr. 2 Chainz, we've got a connection. We share a philosophy. Enjoy your life. Get you some chains. But just 2 of them. Let's not get too crazy now. We still have to think about retirement. I also really love watching the Food Network. And my favorite thing on the Food Network right now is these child cooking competitions. These children cook better than most adults I know, myself included. And there will always be this tiny little adorable child who will say something like, "My favorite thing to make is French macarons." With gold foil and foie gras. I don't have kids. I've never particularly wanted kids. Just didn't feel like I had a use for them. But when I see these shows, I get it. I see the appeal. Slave labor. Instead of me sweating away over this KitchenAid mixer, I could just use my vagina to make a private army of Keebler elves. If only I wasn't afraid of breaking my pussy, I could be eating pie right now. I used to think I hated kids. They're always running around, screaming, putting their grubby little hands on everything. So fucking annoying. But then I realized that's wrong of me. They're just kids. They don't know any better. No, shouldn't hate kids. I should hate their parents. Because shitty parents produce shitty kids. For example, I used to work with this guy who would always complain that ever since the day his kids were born, the only way he could get them to do anything they were supposed to do is to bribe them. And when I was a kid, the bribe was that if you did what you were supposed to do, your parents wouldn't beat you. Good job, kids. Daddy's gonna put his belt back on now. I know this other parent who refuses to tell her kids no. Literally refuses to use the word no directed at her kids. I don't ever tell them no because it limits their possibilities. Isn't like half the job of parenting limiting their possibilities? Aren't there certain possibilities you don't want them trying out? Like sticking forks into electric sockets. Or playing Frogger for reals on the 405. Or sucking dicks to score some smack. Yeah, I'm sure there's some possibilities you don't want them fucking doing. Free advice. If you like your kids, get them vaccinated. If you don't like your kids, fuck it, let nature take its course. There are now over 200 confirmed cases of measles across the country, mainly among young children whose parents refuse to vaccinate them. And this pisses me off so much because the other day, I had to take time out to look up what the fuck measles is. So I'm at an age now where birthdays aren't special anymore. Birthdays are only special when you're young and dumb enough to inadvertently kill yourself, or you are so old, it's a medical miracle you're still alive. I don't care for birthdays as a cultural concept. I don't need to be the center of attention. I don't want nasty ass grocery store cake that's just going to be harder and harder to burn off as I age. But I appreciate birthdays as a chance to be a spoiled baby for one day every year. Yeah. I am all about guilting my closest friends and family into doing shit for me they would normally refuse to do. Except for the fact that it's my motherfucking birthday. So I recently had a birthday, and my boyfriend hates crowds. But this year, his ass is going to Universal Studios. Oh, yeah. In fact, his ass is going there 3 times next year because I found a 3-day pass deal at Costco. And when I told him about the deal, he says, "Really, Crystal, do you need to go there 3 times?" And I responded, "But it's my birthday!" And then he said, "God damn it, why did your parents have to go and vaccinate you?" So my boyfriend is here tonight. He's the one in the back who looks like a younger Mexican Walter White. Who did not laugh at that last joke. Or this one. And he's super supportive of me. And when I told him I was taking this class, I did my whole set for him. And his response was, "Oh, wow, that was surprisingly okay." When we first got together, I wasn't sure I was ready to commit to him. I was in this very unstable place in my life, but things kind of came together about a year in. We went up to Seattle for a really good friend's wedding, and the day after the wedding, we went down to the pier. And it was one of those exquisitely beautiful days, and we sat by the water and held hands. The sun was shining, and the birds were singing, and there was this party boat cruising by with music playing, and you could hear everyone on board laughing. And it was one of those rare moments in life where you're not really doing or saying anything, but you are fully in that moment, and you are completely enjoying your life. And we were having this moment together. And then my boyfriend turns to me and he says, "That boat is going very close to the pier." And I said, "I know. I'm waiting for it to crash." That would be hilarious, and it would really make my day. And he says, "Me too." And that's when I knew. This man is my fucking soulmate! And we have been together ever since. Thank you so much, you guys.
Mr. Sue.